Good morning, dear students. Hope all are you okay at home. So we were discussing about the chapter alcohols, phenols and ethers. In the previous video lecture on this topic, we have discussed about the definition of alcohols, phenols, ethers, how to classify alcohols, then how to name the alcohols by using IUPAC system. Okay, the remaining points in this chapter are structure of functional groups, methods of preparation, physical properties and chemical properties. So all these you are studying about alcohols, phenols and ethers separately. Okay, today we are going to discuss what is the structure of the functional group, that is alcohol. Then we go for the methods of preparation of alcohols. So the first point is structure of functional groups. Structure of functional group. So in case of, if I take an example of methanol, the first member of the alcohol series, if I consider CH3OH, here in this case the carbon is, which is attached to the oxygen, is sp3 hybridized carbon, and even this oxygen is sp3 hybridized. So one of the atomic orbital, sp3 hybrid orbital of carbon overlaps with one of the hybrid sp3 hybrid orbital of oxygen. Okay, and here this oxygen contains two lone pair of electrons. Okay, and here as they are having sp3 hybridization, actually it should have the tetrahedral geometry with the 109.5 degrees of bond angle, or 109 degrees 28 minutes. So that is the actual tetrahedral angle for sp3 hybridization. But in case of this, what happens, because of the presence of lone pair of electron, there exists a repulsion between bond pair and these lone pair of electrons. So for that reason, the tetrahedral angle is reduced from 109.5 degrees to 108.9 degrees. The bond angle is reduced to 108.9 degrees, and the bond length of between oxygen and hydrogen is 96 picometers, and the bond length between carbon and oxygen is 142 picometers. So this is the geometry or the structure of functional group, that is in case of methanol. Now let us see what are the methods of preparation of alcohols. So the next point is methods of preparation. Methods of preparation of alcohols. The first method of preparation of alcohols is from alkenes. From alkenes. There are two methods from alkenes we are getting alcohols. One is by the acid catalyzed hydration, that is addition of water in presence of acid which acts as a catalyst, and the second one is hydroboration oxidation reaction. These two reactions are there for your syllabus. So first one we will see now, the method of preparation of alcohols from alkenes by acid catalyzed hydration. Acid catalyzed hydration. Hydration is nothing but addition of water. Okay, so addition of water in presence of acid takes place, so that we are getting the alcohol. For example, if I write here ethene as an example, this is ethene. So when ethene is treated with water in presence of acid, you can take H2SO4, HCl, so any acid you can take here, so that what happens, in presence of acid, this H2O, it goes and adds across the double bond. Addition reaction takes place. Addition of water takes place across the double bond. So in H2O we have H plus and OH minus. So these molecules or these groups are going to attach to the adjacent or these two carbon atoms. Okay, so H plus and OH minus are the constituent species. So this goes and attacks the double bond. Okay, so here I can write H goes to one carbon, OH part goes to another carbon. So what we can write here? CH3, CH2, OH. So like this, water is added to the alkene so that we are getting alcohol as a product. And here we are getting ethanol. Ethyl alcohol is formed in presence of acid. So what happens if from ethanol, if you remove water, there is a formation of ethene. So this is a reversible reaction. Ethanol on dehydration results in the formation of ethene. So this is a reversible reaction. Clear? Ethene reacts with water in presence of acid. Which acts as a catalyst, gives the respective alcohol. Here ethene we have taken, so the product formed as ethanol. Similarly, if I take but2e, when it is treated with water in presence of acid, what happens? The H and OH goes and attacks this double bond. So it goes and adds across the double bond. H goes to one carbon, OH goes to another carbon. So the product formed is CH3, CH2, CHOH, CH3. So like this we are getting butane 2-ol as a product. So addition of water to the alkene in presence of acid gives the respective alcohol. Clear? So this happens when we have a symmetrical alkene. Symmetrical alkene means across the double bond same number of carbon atoms are there. So this is considered as symmetrical alkene. What happens if we have unsymmetrical alkene? In presence of unsymmetrical alkene, the addition takes place according to Markovnikov's rule. For example, if I have propene. Okay, when propene is treated with water in presence of an acid, what happens? Here again H and OH acts across the double bond. But here, see this is an unsymmetrical alkene. Across the double bond, here we have one side we have one carbon, here we have two carbon atoms. So that's why it is an unsymmetrical alkene. If this is the case, then the addition takes place according to Markovnikov's rule. When any unsymmetrical molecule is added across the unsymmetrical alkene, we have to follow the Markovnikov's rule. So what Markovnikov's rule says? During the addition reaction, the negative part of the adding molecule goes to the carbon which is having less number of hydrogen atom. So here the negative part in this molecule is OH. So OH minus. So this OH goes and adds to the middle carbon because it is having less number of hydrogen atoms. So the product formed is CH3, CH, OH, and hydrogen, the positive part goes to the another remaining carbon. So we are getting the product propane 2-ol. We are getting secondary alcohol when we have the unsymmetrical alkene. When it is treated with unsymmetrical molecule, here we have taken water, we are getting secondary alcohol as a product. Okay, if it is a symmetrical alkene, we get the primary alcohol as a product. Clear? So this is the acid catalyzed hydration of alkene results in the formation of alcohol. For your syllabus, you have the conversion of ethene to ethanol. How you get ethanol from ethene? That mechanism is there for you, which is very, very important for 3 marks. So I will write here conversion of ethene to ethanol. So this is very, very important for the examination for 3 marks. Okay, so how ethene is converted to ethanol? Ethene is treated with water in presence of acid. There is a formation of ethyl alcohol or ethanol. This is our reaction. Now we'll write its mechanism. The mechanism it is having 3 steps. Fine. So remember one thing, this is the electrophilic addition reaction. So in the first step only, the electrophile goes and adds across the multiple bond that attacks. That's why it is an electrophilic addition reaction. So in the first step, what happens? As we have water in the acidic medium, there is a formation of an electrophile by the obstruction of this proton. In ethene, we have a double bond which is attacked by our electrophile. See here, H3O plus is this molecule. In this case, there is a multiple bond and it is an electrophile. So in presence of an electrophile, there is a charge separation in the unsaturated molecule. It is a case of electromeric effect. So what happens? Now this electrophile is attacked by the electrophile attacks the ethene. So I will show it like this. This obstructs the proton and this goes out as H2O. See, as oxygen carries positive charge, it is not stable. So to get the stability, oxygen takes up the electron from this OH bond and goes out as H2O, which is a stable molecule. So there is a liberation of H2O. And what is left now? This H is obstructed by H plus is obstructed by the alkene. So there is a formation of a carbocation. Pi electron is shifted on this carbon. H plus goes and attacks this carbon. So it becomes CH3, single bond CH2 plus. So I will write here CH3 plus and CH3 and CH2 plus. Here, the pi electron is shifted on this carbon. H plus goes and attacks this carbon because the electron density is more on this carbon. So it becomes CH3. Now this pi bond is converted to single bond and now we have positive charge on this carbon as electrons are shifted here. So it carries positive charge. So like this there is a formation of a carbocation. It is an intermediate carbocation. This is the first step. That is, protonation of an alkene to form a carbocation is the first step in the mechanism. Then second step is, nucleophile attacks the carbocation. Attack of nucleophile. So which acts as a nucleophile now? So the nucleophile here is attack of nucleophile. So here water will be acting as a nucleophile. As oxygen carries lone pair of electron, it acts as a nucleophile. So what happens? The carbocation is CH3 CH2 plus. Now this is attacked by H2O. As oxygen carries lone pair of electron, this goes and attacks the carbon carrying positive charge. So there is a formation of CH3, CH2. Now oxygen is linked with the carbon. So oxygen is having 2 hydrogens. Now the positive charge which was there on the carbon is now shifted on the oxygen. As it gives its electron to the carbon to form a bond, it becomes electron deficient. So there is a formation of protonated alcohol. When the nucleophile water molecule attacks the carbocation, there is a formation of protonated alcohol. Protonated alcohol means see here CH3, CH2, OH2 plus. There is one extra H plus on this alcohol, right? So the last step will be that deprotonation. The last step is deprotonation, so that you get the stable alcohol as a product. So step 3 is, what happens here? We have CH3, CH2, OH plus. So now in presence of water molecule, the loss of proton takes place, which is taken by the water. So there is a formation of CH3CH2 OH plus H3O plus. So H3O plus was the catalyst. It is regenerated. H plus is regenerated in the process. So like this, the proton is abstracted by the water molecule and there is a release of proton, that is called as deprotonation. So by the loss of that proton, we are getting our compound, that is alcohol. Okay, and here it is a reversible reaction, carbocation. This is also a reversible reaction. So when we remove water from alcohol, we get the alkene. Okay, so this is the mechanism for the conversion of ethane to ethanol. I repeat, in the first step, there is a protonation of an alkene to form a carbocation. So here, water obstructs the proton to form a hydronium ion, which acts as an electrophile. It attacks the alkene. During that process, what happens? Oxygen, being electronegative, can't bear this positive charge, so it takes up the electron from OH bond and releases out as H2O. That remaining H plus is now attacking the alkene, ethene, so that there is a formation of a carbocation. This carbocation is further attacked by the nucleophile water, so there is a formation of protonated alcohol. And finally, in the last step, there is a deprotonation. That H plus is taken by water to release H3O plus and the stable alcohol is formed as a product.